more. Okay, so this is a great opportunity for you to meet the author, Lakendrick Northern. Come on up and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, how y'all doing? Like I said, my name is Lakendrick Northern. I was born in Blythe, Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? The state of Montgomery, Alabama. Then about after I went to Carmel, senior and junior high in Montgomery, Alabama. I graduated Southwest High School in Fort Worth, Texas. You know, so like I say, over my years, you know, living down in them streets, you know what I'm saying? It brought me to a point of my life where I was incarcerated, but I didn't let that hold me down. I didn't let it hold me back. I kept going, kept the same mind, growth and development.
So now, y'all do notice where he said he did not let that keep him down. Okay, that is so interesting because remember now, this month, in the month of July, month of June is dedicated to the men of lit. There are a lot of African American males, and I'm only talking about from where I am, who won't embrace the opportunity of the talents that they have to use them. But this gentleman has all type of odds against him, and he's able to do that. So let me ask you a question. How was it feeling your first book in your hand once you had it published?
It was a good feeling. It was kind of like all the days and nights that I tried, you know, to get it to come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? All the people out there actually helped me, and you know, it's just all the mountains and the hills you had to climb over, but you had to keep going. Anytime you get let down, you just got to get back up and keep going. So once I had got it in my hand, it's just like, you know, finally feeling that sensation, like I did it. So basically, it wasn't even about dropping the book; it was about accomplishing a goal.
Right. Now see, and that is something that you could pat yourself on the back for because you actually accomplished that goal. So what made you continue with the book Born from the Streets?
Well, actually, to tell the truth, Born from the Street is actually my first book. I wrote that book in the beginning of my incarceration in '99 when I had came to prison, and Flower Leaves after my second book. So it's pretty much it's just the order I had dropped, and it wasn't no particular thing, but that was actually my first book.
All right. So we already got all the preliminary stuff out the way. Da 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 da. All right. Born from the Streets. I know it is not like that love, romance, urban lit that you did with Flowers of Eve. Why did you feel that you took this turn with this one?
But actually, like I said during my beginning of my incarceration, I come down. The literature that was read down here by a lot of inmates was urban literature. You know, that was a big thing down here. It really still is. And I had ran across this author, and I read a book. I ain't gonna say no names, and I had read a book that she put out by another fellow. Where I had learned that fellow was incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? Also, with a like Shanette. You know, and reading her book and reading his book and about being on the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know, the streets all across America is the same. Every ghetto, every hood is the same. It just got different dynamics, different objectives of how people move, and different perspective of what they move in. So I felt that, hey, I can tell my story just like they can tell their story. So I just use the opportunity, you know, to use that to hopefully get myself out of here.
So, could you say in a way that, the writing has contributed to your your well-being or mental well-being in so many terms?
Yeah, you can say that because over the time, you know, my writing is kind of like a therapy, and at the same time, reading is a therapy. But when I first came down, I didn't even read like, stuff with knowledge and stuff like that. So I started reading that type of stuff and gaining more knowledge in my studies and stuff like that. But I had written a lot of urban stuff, you know what I'm saying? And as I was reading it, I feel like, hey, man, a lot of that stuff is like far-fetched, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I want the right, make it more relatable to the people that's out in the streets, you know what I'm saying? With a little twist on it, everything gonna have a little saturation to it, but I want to kind of keep it close knit to home.
That makes a lot of sense because a lot of people will, when it comes to reading, I kind of see that a lot of people would read what they watch on TV. And that is how I used to always